Hello and welcome to Twofold. It's been so long, I freaking forgot how to do it. Hello and welcome to Two Girls Full Cups. I'm Monica.
I'm Tristan.
And welcome. Welcome. It's been a freaking minute. It has been a minute.
Yeah.
Life happens. Life happens. We've been busy, but we decided to get back on the horse after all of our personal stuff has been taken care of. Yeah. Life's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Life's pretty good.
It stopped raining.
Finally.
Yeah.
Finally. It was really, it always makes me kind of sad when it rains all the time.
Every day I'd wake up for work and be like, I'm not going in rain again. I'm not doing that. Then the windows would be open and I'd see rain and be like, I'm going home. It just was terrible since like the end of December.
Yeah, it was kind of rainy and all that. But yeah, I'm so glad I had so much crap I needed to take care of, and I feel like so much better that all my stuff is like taken care of.
Yeah.
You know, so it's been good.
It's been great. Yes.
So, gosh, one of the craziest things that we've been not dealing with, but have been like, what is it? Like, our kids are driving. They're learning how to drive. Our kids drive us in our cars. It's the weirdest thing.
Yeah. It's insane. It's scary. Well, not anymore, but at first, thought my daughter might be blind. I was like, why'd you run past that stop sign? I didn't see it. I was like, why?
It's red and it says stop.
It's not fucking there. It looks like, didn't you learn an octagon? Kindergarten on?
Yeah, no. Like, I didn't want to be that parent that's like, no, I'm not going to go in the car until you like drive or whatever. So like the first time she was like driving, I was like, I'm not used to sitting in the passenger side of my car. I'm not.
I am.
I'm not.
It's a nice relief to be back on that side. I don't like driving.
I hate
driving. I have
driving.
road rage. I just hate it. So I'd rather like someone else drive and me lean back and relax.
Yeah. I like to like pay my bills, go on Facebook, go on Instagram.
I'll
just
get
be
car
busy.
sick if I do that.
Just be
I just
busy.
like to listen to music and lean back and enjoy the ride.
Driving Miss Lazy.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, no, it's crazy. I'm like, oh, you're too close to the. And then like we'd pass by, we really weren't that close. It's just I'm not used to being a passenger in my own vehicle. I don't think anybody's ever driven me in that car.
But she does that to me too.
No.
I'll talk to her. She'll be like, eyes on the road. I'm like, calm down and go back to sleep. Don't tell me my eyes were on the road. My mouth was talking.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's my life on the
like
line.
To drive.
No, I hate driving.
But you like to be in control.
No,
of the
I
drive.
don't. I absolutely don't. But if you're like talking to me and going like this and it's like da-da-da-da-da, I'm like, eyes on the road.
She was asleep, drunk, and woke up and just told me eyes on the
Oh,
road.
I was drunk. That's different.
I was
You
like,
gotta
go
take
back-
that up with drunk Monica.
Go back to sleep.
No, take that up with drunk Monica. I must have like been having a dream or something, but I was wasted.
Did you hear me last night?
No.
I like coughed or something, and I was like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. And then I was like, what happened to me?
Mm-hmm.
And then I just went back to sleep.
I'm like, for what?
I don't know. Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
And then I was
it's
like,
okay.
what's wrong with me?
It's okay.
Am I sick? And then I was fine. Yeah, it was so weird. Sorry.
Oh no, I don't. It's okay. You can cough.
I'm allowed to cough, right?
You're allowed to cough.
Anyways.
But yeah, so no, like honestly though, my kid is way better driver than I was. I barely passed my driving exam. Like barely, like one more point and I wouldn't have gotten it.
I failed my first time.
Like the behind the wheel?
Oh no, I passed that. I failed my permit the first time like Kira did.
Not me. I passed the permit and then I did the thing and I remember too, like 10 and 2 because that's how it was back in the days. And I remember like my lady and I was like trying to be like a little charmer and I was like, oh, I love your tattoo. And then I was like trying to work her a little bit. I barely passed. And I remember I was going to work that day or the next day. And my coworkers were all teenagers and they're like, oh, Monica got her license. And they're all watching me park. They're watching me park. They're like standing outside the store, like, yeah. And I'm like parking, and I like look at them, and I smile, and I accidentally hit the brake or the gas instead of the brake, and I ran into bushes. My car was fine, by the way, and I was fine, but they just kind of were like, and then they all kind of just walked in back to the store.
We made her nervous.
They literally were like, and that bush that I hit, it never like grew back right. It was always a big dent in the parking lot bush. So, yeah, I mean, I'm a better driver now. I just don't like to drive. I like to be a passenger.
Same.
There's terminology for it.
I'm not that.
What?
What you're gonna say?
What?
I just like to
What is it?
go to sleep.
What is it?
Passenger princess.
Yeah, I'm a passenger princess. I would like to. I'll feed you. I'll even dip your fries and
She
feed them
does
to
do
you.
that to me.
I'll open your. If you have a burger, I'll like open it. I'll take all the stuff you want on it. I'll put ranch on it. I'll wrap it. I'll give it to you or whoever is driving. I will take care of you if I don't have to drive.
Hate driving.
I mean, knock on wood, I've never been in like an accident driving. But
Me.
this one, I think you've maybe mentioned it to me before, but like yesterday when you were telling it and you couldn't even say it because you were laughing so hard, I was like, why are you laughing at the most traumatic experience of your life?
Because it's so traumatic that it's funny, like now that I think of it. So I was telling her yesterday, she asked if I'd been in an accident. 3. 2 were me, but
Okay.
well, the other one, I wasn't driving, I was just in the car, and
Yeah.
someone cut us off, and we rear-ended them,
Yeah.
and they knew it was their fault. They pulled over, gave us all their information. My 2, no one was hurt, including me or my car. But so the first one, I lived in Newport Beach, and I was driving. I worked in Corona at the time, so I'd drive the 91 every day, and it was raining both days. Hate the rain. So I'm driving, and you know how they have off ramps, and like above is the freeway, and then they have like the concrete that comes down onto the freeway. So I had a truck at the time, and I hydroplaned, and my truck turned up the it turned up the concrete, and I was facing backwards, and then I just turned, my whole truck went up and turned like a monster truck in a circle, and then I just drove off. It was fucking wild.
I didn't know you were fucking monster.
I couldn't even say it last night because I was laughing too hard that I even drove up concrete. It was only my like top 2 tires.
But did it mess like the axle or any type of this? But was that? Did it mess anything up?
It just drove up like there was no gravity or something. It was weird. And then the second one was right past that off ramp. I hydroplaned again, so I'm not good at driving trucks in rain because it's top heavy, obviously. So I was in the slow lane of the 91, and right where the carpool lane starts, I did all these circles, like 3, I think. And what stopped me was the carpool lane, those little markers that divide the carpool lane. And my truck was facing backwards
On the freeway?
and I could see all these cars just lined up like Jesus parted the Red Sea type deal. All these cars just lined up. No cars in front of me. And I turned to my car and just drove off again. That's why I'm laughing, because it's like so wild what happened to me, and then I just drove off from both of them. They were probably their cars like, yeah!
Wow, she did it! I wonder if she planned that.
Yeah.
Little Tokyo drift.
Yeah. I've also one time on Mission Trail, my friend Josh was driving.
Did the freaking e-brake?
Yeah.
And?
We spun, and luckily he didn't care. But after, I was like, why did I do that? Well, I think he made me mad, maybe. And I pulled the e-brake.
Oh, you did it to
Yeah.
him.
Yeah. And we spun. My sister saw because she was in the car next to me and was yelling at me all night. Yeah.
That's crazy. Now that I think about it, like when we're talking about like driving,
I don't
I
want
was
the
a
kids
pretty-
to drive. Just kidding.
I'm gonna chauffeur you everywhere.
Yeah.
No, they need that independence. Like they really do. And I just remember getting my license and I felt like I was free. I felt free. I was like, I can go wherever I want. I can do what I want. You know, and I'm like, did you want me to go to the grocery? You needed an onion? I'll be right back. A tomato? Call me if you need anything else. Like, I wanted to drive so bad. And now I'm like, let's just Uber there.
Yeah.
Let's just Uber. I don't want to drive.
How much for Instacart for an onion? Yeah. I
Serious.
hate driving.
Yeah, but like, and I had a lot of friends that were crazy ass drivers. I know this one girl. Oh my God, I'd be in her car and she had a little Honda, a little stick shift, beep, 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 like in and out, and I'd be like, oh my God, like, like laughing, like, yeah, it's great, and I was like, I'm gonna die.
Jamie's the worst.
I'm gonna
I haven't
die.
driven with her in a long time, but she was like that.
Really?
I'd always be holding on to that bar, and I'd be quiet usually, but sometimes one time in the rain, I was like, it's fucking rainy, calm down. And then her brother one time was in the back seat. She slammed on the brakes and his head hit the back of my seat, and he didn't cuss, and he was like, F word, Jamie, and I was like, yeah, what he fucking said. Stop driving like a maniac.
fucking said effort.
Stop driving like a maniac. You're terrifying me.
No, I've driven with some crazy ass. Oh my God. Have you ever seen anybody have to blow into a breathalyzer to start their car?
No. I
accidentally did.
How?
Okay, one time me and my friend, like, she was like, yeah, I met this guy. This is so, like, we were like 19, I don't know, we were young. She's like, I met this guy. He said that he can get us into the club and this and that. I'm like, all right, cool. Yeah, he's going to pick us up. Picks us up. Okay, picks us up. And then we go to the club, or then we go to this house and we pick all these other girls up. So this guy had like all the bitches.
All the bitches and all these hoes.
Well, I'm not a hoe.
You were the bitches.
I was a bitch.
They were the
I was a bitch. But yeah, so we were underage, and I remember we getting into this club, and he like handed him money. We all got in or whatever, and then the guy ends up fighting. Gets in a fight, then we all get kicked out. And then the valet brings the guy's truck. Mind you, we didn't even notice this before. And he asked the valet, he's like, can you blow into that so I can start my car? And me and my friend looked at each other and we're like, fuck this shit. Like, hell no, I'm not, no. You have that in your car. That means that's pretty.
Had a DUI.
Multiple.
Yeah. How old was he?
I have no idea. It wasn't my friend. I just went along for the ride.
When I was a kid, I didn't like boys from Elsinore or Wildemar. I thought they were like all losers that did construction and got drunk 24/7. And now I can't not. I hate hanging out with people that aren't from Elsinore or Wildemar.
Really?
Yeah, it's weird.
I like a rainbow
Like
variety of people.
when people would ask me out if they were from Wildemar or Elsinore, I'd be like, no, disgusting.
Oh.
Like, no way. I wouldn't even talk to them.
So apparently you couldn't date no hoes in your own area code?
No.
Okay.
Nope.
Yeah. No, I think it's just nice that people have jobs. You have a job, that's great.
Now I do. No, I'm like, if you have a job, I like you. Even just as a friend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, speaking of friends, I want to ask you like an honest question. Do you think that men and women can be friends?
Mm-hmm.
I think so too. But I read this thing that said that most, and I've heard from people, men, that say that they literally, every guy that's your friend wants to hook up with you.
So my sister says that too.
Maybe your sister was the one. No, her and other people.
But
yes.
here's what. I think you can be friends. I think they want to hook up with you because you're a girl and they want to hook up with anyone that's a girl and decent looking.
Okay.
Does that make sense? Like, if you're a good looking girl I'm not saying they're not your friend, but they would probably fuck you if they had the chance. Does that make, like, I'm not saying that any of my friends are like, I'm like, no, we're just friends and they would never hook up with me. They probably would. But I think they're still really my friends too, if that makes sense.
Okay, so you don't think there's an ulterior motive that they're just your friend because they hope maybe one day they can hook up with you. They just are
I can't
naturally
be
your
friends with someone for like 2 years and then they hook up with me and then never talk to me again. No, that doesn't make sense. Like you acted for 2 years like my friend in the hopes that we hook up, and we've been through all this partying and fun and for 2 years, and then you hook up with me and you're not going to call me anymore. No, I don't believe that someone would dedicate that much time for one hookup.
Okay.
Do you?
No, I think that guys and girls can be friends.
Yeah. I'm not saying that they wouldn't hook up or don't sometimes,
But I'm just saying
that you can be friends.
you can be friends.
Yeah.
But there's that little in the back. Okay.
There's some friends that are better looking than others.
That's for sure.
Yeah. Doesn't mean I want to date them or hook up with them.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, that's interesting. That's interesting. But yeah, I read this other thing. It was like, yeah, when a girl friend zones you, and they're like, bitch, I thought we were friends the whole time. Like, what do you mean friend zone you? You were hanging out with me just to be like to maybe hook up? Mm-hmm. Like, what do you mean friend zone? We were always friends. So you were acting the whole time?
What zone were you in?
I don't know.
I didn't know. Are we playing a zone defense? I don't know. No, I don't know.
I've heard that
I
too.
feel like that you immediately know that though. Like you can tell pretty quick because then they'll stop calling you to hang out.
Betsy, are you perceptive to noticing that maybe your friend likes you more than you think they like you? Because I'm not. I just think everybody wants to be my friend and we're all friends, guy or girl.
Sometimes.
Sometimes
iffy. I feel like if they get flirty, but then it's like, yeah, but that might just be because they were drunk and maybe I looked cute that night and there was no one else around. So they were flirty with me.
Slim pickings.
Yes, I was the best looking girl in a bar of ugly people.
Slim pickings.
So.
Yeah. Okay. No, I'm not the most perceptive. I can't see things sometimes and I'm like, what? No. And they're like, oh yeah. I'm like, no. I'm not perceptive sometimes. Mm-hmm. But because I'm not looking for that in that person. I'm only looking when I want that person. I'm super excited because Tristan got tickets to the Dodger game. We're going to go to the Dodger game. And I'm so excited. And this is how much of a sports fanatic I am. I'm like, I can't wait to eat a hot dog there.
Same. A Dodger dog. I'm so excited.
I'm so excited. Stadium food is bomb sometimes.
I love baseball games. But the reason I did this is because Kira needs her driving hours.
Yeah.
And it's like an hour and 20 minutes.
Nice.
At least each way. So she'll get 3 hours out of it.
Nice.
And some will be at night. And we'll have fun.
Oh my God.
And eat all this food.
Oh my gosh. When I went to the Raider game.
Again? We're talking about the Raiders?
We're talking about the food. The food.
Okay.
I had this pulled pork mac and cheese and it was delicious.
I bet every stadium has that. We'll see.
We'll see. And then I forget where I had it. Oh, I think another game I went to, a baseball game, maybe like garlic soy sauce edamame. Or like garlic fries, garlic truffle fries.
Get out of here.
Oh my God, I can't wait. I mean, is there any way that we can go online and see if the Dodgers have their menu? Fuck the game. What's up with the snacks?
I don't know. I bet we could.
A Dodger dog.
Stand.
I don't do popcorn when I go to games. That's like a movie thing if I was to.
If someone bought it, I would eat it. But I wouldn't choose to buy popcorn.
I always want a hot dog.
Me too.
And a beer.
I fucking love hot dogs.
Me too.
Sometimes
What's
I
your
just
favorite
wanna
hot
go to
dog?
Costco and get a hot dog.
It's $1.50 and they have not raised the price. That's
And
amazing.
they claim they never will.
Good. I mean, it's a decent
That's
wiener.
how hard the world.
It's a decent wiener.
It's a decent. All beef.
All beef, baby.
I will also eat the other one because I like hot dogs.
I like all beef hot
But
dogs.
I don't like that the ones that aren't all beef, like disintegrate in your mouth. That's disgusting.
Like they like separate?
You know the ones, have you had the ones that aren't all beef?
Like the
all pork, or you don't really know what's in there?
like Oscar Mayer, like the pinky ones? Where it feels like
You
like a
chew and it
Vienna
just
sausage.
goes right through.
Ew, I hate Vienna.
Like velvet almost?
Velvety Vienna sausage.
But if I put enough toppings, I can suck it down, but I still don't want that kind of hot dog ever.
I like
Ever.
a good or a Polish dog. I like the Polish dog.
Sausage.
Or a sausage. Or like, I love bacon wrapped hot dogs with onions and bell
Do you
pepper.
prefer bacon wrapped, or I think I like regular better,
I like them
and
both.
I just have to be in the mood. And
I have
eat
to
bacon
be
wrapped.
in the mood for bacon wrap. Speaking of
I could
bacon,
eat a hot dog or pizza every day, probably.
I like hot dog, like just plain, or you need the bun.
Yeah, the bun.
The bun. The bun makes it. I mean, I love a good bun. I like the yellow buns.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Costco.
Little sesame seed.
Yeah.
Let's go to Costco right now.
Let's go get a dozen hot dogs
Yes, yes.
Food for the whole week.
Oh man.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, hot dog. Oh man.
What do you
Yeah.
put on your hot dog? If it's not like bacon wrapped.
I always have to have mayo. I always put mayo on my hot dog. Not like a lot, but like to wet the bread. And then I like ketchup and I like mustard.
I just don't like hot mayo is the problem.
I think it just absorbs into the bun and makes it a little bit wetter to eat.
I would say when you toast my bun, if you're going to, you can put some mayo on it.
I
But I don't want to see mayonnaise dripping like butter.
I like mayonnaise.
I
I like
love
sour
mayonnaise, but
cream.
not
I
hot.
love cream cheese. Oh, I love all the creams.
So you like mayonnaise, ketchup, mustard?
And then like relish, but it can't be sweet relish. It has to be dill relish. And then onions, jalapenos. Like I can have a big hot dog. Like yeah.
I like relish. Sweet.
I hate sweet relish. Why?
Only
would you-
because I don't really like ketchup that much on hot dogs, and that will be like the little bit of sweetness. And I'll do onion, mustard.
It's
I
disgusting.
fucking love sauerkraut.
Oh, I like sauerkraut too, but I like it.
I like
more
it
in a
to be
Polish-
where it's fucking hard for me to put it in my mouth.
where you need a fork and a knife.
Yeah, like Seinfeld with the fucking candy bar. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So we're gonna embarrass ourselves while we eat hot dogs at the stadium.
Oh,
All the toppings, please.
all the toppings.
All
No.
ketchup and mustard packets. $14 for a hot dog with ketchup and mustard.
Yeah. Oh, I hope they have like garlic fries or some type of something. But yeah, or if they have pulled pork mac and cheese, I'll definitely get that one. Can
Beer
share
and
that.
hot dogs is what I want. Anything else is like a perk, an extra little.
Totally. I just can't wait for a wiener. Big ol' Dodger dog.
I'm not saying it.
No, because she hates when I say wiener. So I always like to say wiener.
Yeah.
Wiener. A big old thick. They're thin, right? They're thin and long Dodger dogs. To embarrass you.
They are thin and long. Well, here's why. I don't say things like that, really.
I can't help it. My mom made me this way.
I laugh when people do, but I just don't. I'm not against it. I just don't talk like that, really. Not on a camera. Not where people can hear me say it, other than you.
Wiener.
I never say
Just
wiener.
say
though.
wiener.
No.
It's
I
a
did.
it's a
I said
wiener.
I never say that, yeah.
It's a wiener.
It's a hot dog, and the other is not called a wiener. Ever.
Talking about that. I'm talking about the
I know what you're
Frankfurter.
talking about.
The Frankfurter. Yeah. No, I usually.
Why would I be like, I don't talk like that? Your mom made you that way
mom-
about hot dogs?
My mom.
About hot dogs?
Yeah, she
No, you're
crazy.
talking about everything.
No, I'm not.
Calm down.
My
Yes,
mom.
you are.
Thanks,
My mom.
Thanks, Mom.
My mom did
My
it.
mom. I got it from you.
I got it from my mom.
I got it from my mama. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to going to the Dodger game. I'm super excited. 2023 has been, you know, we literally just watched one of our,
The only video we've posted this year, right?
the only video I think we've posted, and there's other videos we just didn't think that I think we had so much shit going on that we weren't really like there.
We had like court, we had just taxes. Fucking taxes. Every year I'm like, I need to do my taxes. This year I was like, I'm not doing that shit. I'm not counting. Even counting like 1, 2, 3, 4 has been too much for me this year. Like I just didn't want to do it. So
Yeah.
we got that. We got a lot done, and I'm just a lot done, and I'm just so much happier.
I'm so much happier. I felt like there's like a little monkey on my back, and I feel lighter. I feel like,
Motherfucker off.
well, get off of me!
Yeah.
But yeah, so like I finished a lot of things that I had put off, and I hated doing my taxes, but I had to be super meticulous, super careful about everything, about numbers. And that was, you know, that was hard too. I mean, that was stressful too, I think, because I didn't want to mess anything up, because I had to show lots of people my numbers. So just, it was, you know, something that I had to like.
Mine was pretty depressing because I realized I'll never get money back probably again. Because I didn't claim Kira, and this is the last year I could even claim her. Mm-hmm. I mean, I probably could if she's in school or whatever, or lives with me, but I have no house to write. Well, I did write off the house last year.
Yeah.
But after this, I never have a house to write off.
Me either.
No dependents. Like, and I did break even, but it's like, fuck, I'll never get a tax return again. I'll never be hood rich like everyone else at tax time. Ever.
Hood rich. Huh.
I love being hood rich.
Feels good for a minute, and then. No, I don't.
Looking under my hood, where'd all that shit go?
No, I literally am weird. I like won't spend it. I'll like save it, and I'll use a little bit. I'll buy like one thing for myself, one thing for the kid. Like nothing. I won't be.
Trips.
Basically, I won't be getting crab legs. You know, they're like, oh, do you want some filet mignon and crab legs?
Yes, you would. Just regular.
But that's just regular
Not with my
me.
tax money.
No, my tax, but I work an extra client just to get some crab legs.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, let's talk about the most important steak I've ever eaten.
Oh my god! We didn't even talk about our trip!
Because nothing compares to the steak we had.
Oh my god!
I don't even care about our trip compared to the steak we ate.
Oh! Yes!
There's a few things. Okay, so since I got separated or whatever, I don't know who says it, but everyone's telling people that I left my husband for Monica, which is gay.
Not that there's anything wrong with it.
But it's just fucking stupid. And I was drunk and a little pissed, but then I was like, whatever, that's not true. But then we're eating this steak together, and she looks over and says, there's no one I'd rather be in Vegas eating steak with. And I was like, fuck me either. Not that there's anything wrong with it.
Not that there's anything
We didn't
wrong
leave
with
each
it.
other, anyone for each other.
No! I fucking, like, that's the crazy thing is you hear, like, rumors about yourself, and I was like, that's not true.
Yeah.
But, like, instead of, like, when we're drinking, we're hanging out with people, and then you hear things about you, and you're like, that's not
Anyways,
even...
word around town is this.
Yeah, word around town is this. And I'm like, what? No. And then it gets back to you or me, and I'm like, what? Like, that never happened. Even, like, about my situation, I'm like, that's not true.
And I told her, I'm this way, like, I'll tell someone, like, and then you know what? And then I'll be like, never mind. Like, I don't want to talk about it. I don't want anyone to know, like, that much about my life for some reason. Mm-hmm. Not that I'm private. I don't want anyone to know about things that bother me, my feelings, because I don't ever want them to be like, are you okay? Or remember when you told me this? I hate that. And I never want them to bring up something that I was vulnerable about. It's more like just a protective barrier of fucking barbed wire around me. That I won't let anyone know anything too deep about me. But so it's like hard to not be like, hey, I just don't like to tell people too much. I'll tell you a lot about like my past that doesn't bother me. But if it's something that makes me sad or I feel vulnerable, sometimes I'll be drunk and be like, oh, and then I'll be like, never mind, I can't tell anyone that. So like when people say, oh, did you do this? I'm like, you know what? And then I'll be like, think whatever you want to think. Do what you want. Like,
yeah, people can say whatever they want to say about you or me. What are you going to do? Actually, I mean, I feel like I'm like probably the happiest I've ever been. I just feel so much more relaxed, at peace, comfortable. And I mean, it's not because of you, but just my situation. Like, I'm just way happier. I think before it probably would have bothered me a lot more. Like, what are people saying? But I mean, it still kind of makes me upset because I'm like, wait a minute, like, leave me out of your situation because I have nothing to do with your situation. That's what's crazy to me. Is I don't like being pulled into something that I have nothing to do with.
The reason she's part of my situation is people don't like to take responsibility for their own actions. So it's easier to be like, oh, Monica's the problem. And by the way, a lot of people have even been saying like, you're never with Monica anymore. Yeah, because she's not my fucking girlfriend. Like,
oh my God, I have the best story. We were sitting at a bar together. I was here, she was here, and there was a guy and he was talking to her. They were talking about, I don't know, I was like this. I don't know what I was doing. I was just like chilling. And then his friend comes next to me and he was like, hey, are you jealous?
So embarrassing.
And I was like, because he's talking to my friend. He's like, well, because he's talking to your girlfriend. I'm like, she's not my girlfriend. We're not together.
He's all, why, you think I like him? Well, no, because it's your girlfriend.
Yeah, I was like, I don't like him.
And then I told that guy a couple weeks later, I'm like, oh, guess what? Someone just told me they think I left my ex for Monica. And he's like, well, remember, I did too. And he's like, well, you guys are always together. I was like, you and Homeboy are always together too. You guys are sharing a pizza right now.
Oh, that was good pizza. But anyways, that's sidebar. That was good pizza. Yeah. But the thing is like, how come guys can hang out together all the time and be roommates? And we do it and people think that we're gay. I don't get that.
I bet the guys are more gay than we are, to be honest.
Yeah, we have boundaries. There are boundaries.
There are boundaries at all times, no matter what.
All times. But anyways.
With me and anyone else, not just Monica.
With everyone, there's boundaries. Mm-hmm. Okay, so we did a spring break tour and we're going to get to that steak. We did the spring break tour. We flew out of Ontario. We went to Vegas for 2 days. We flew out of Vegas, went to Austin, Texas for 2 days, and then back home. Mm-hmm. Vegas was so much fun. We did a lot of things that we did a couple things we've never done before, and it was really cool because one of our coworkers like set it up, and they have friends out there. So we went to a club the first night. The second day we did pool party. Side note, if you ever feel insecure wearing a bathing suit, go to a topless pool because nobody's looking at you. They're looking at everybody's boobs. I felt so comfortable. Nobody was like looking. They were looking
Some
at all
people
the
literally were like, is she gonna take her skirt off? I was like, hey, remember all the people with their boobs showing? Don't fucking worry about what I do, okay?
Yeah, it was so creepy, guys. Like, you feel
I'm allowed to wear a robe if I want to this pool.
Serious. But the thing is nobody's paying attention to you because there's naked people walking around, half naked people. But it's like, if you ever feel insecure about wearing a bathing suit.
So we went to a topless pool. Putting that out there.
But we kept our tops on.
Yeah.
Even though that weird man asked me if I would be more comfortable if my top was off.
Aren't you just dying to take your top off? I swam away from him as fast as I could.
I'm comfortable.
Under the water, my top was falling off. Oh, fuck. Just kidding.
I was like,
motherfucker.
No, he was like.
Mm-hmm. His son was there who was, he had a skullet. His hair was going back here and he had,
would you feel more comfortable if you took your top off? And I was like, I'm very comfortable, thank you.
The opposite. Phil.
No. And he's like, I'm like, ew, no.
3 hairs on the top of his head just sticking up.
Blowing in the wind.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you ever feel insecure, go to a topless pool because nobody is going to be looking at you. They're going to be looking at the nipples that are showing. So then we had one of the event. Oh wait, no, we went to Guy fucking Fieri's restaurant. Had some trash can nachos. They
belonged in the trash can. They did. They were fucking gross.
I am not picky.
They had barbecue sauce. And
it was like mesquite. It was like mesquite sweet something.
I
on the
like
chips.
barbecue sauce as it is. And then, the chips were like a mesquite powder, like a.
They were like sweet chips. It was like a sweet nacho.
Yeah.
I want a savory nacho. Maybe like a drizzle
If you're
barbecue.
giving me a sweet nacho, it better be like those churro chips with like Nutella on it.
Right?
I don't want my nachos with meat to be sweet.
So we literally sat down. I've never ordered in a restaurant and had 3 bites of something.
Been like, I don't want this.
And I was like, I don't want this.
Let me Google how far away the steakhouse is. It was walking distance. I was like,
we were like, check please. We had 3, we tried it. We didn't like it. And then we ended up going to Ruth Chris's and had one of the most delicious ribeyes. It was so, came out sizzling, all sexy smell,
bone
like
in.
butter.
I used to like bone out, but I realized it has more flavor with the
Oh
bone.
my
It's just so much
god,
better.
it was so fucking good.
Yeah.
It was like, but we just sat there and we were just like, and I was like, and it was crazy because where we were sitting at the bar, we didn't have reservations, but they're like, hey, we can just squeeze you in at the bar. There were two other couples, but they were both ladies, and I was like, look at us, like we're all the ladies are sitting at the bar, like they're friends. I think these ones are like family members, and these ones were like best friends, and then there's us.
Hey, I always hang out with that guy.
The lady next to me, she needs to stop smoking. Oh,
It sounded like she's been lit up a few too many times. Like, God, like what a chimney would sound like. If I'm not kidding.
yeah, that was rough. I was like,
I
ooh.
was like, why would that guy ever even talk to her with that voice? He needed a cigarette that bad?
I know.
We're creeps and we always say that to each other, not because we're together, because we're together a lot.
No, but I would have to say, like, the closeness of us is almost like sisterly, though.
Yeah.
Not
And
sister
we
wives,
joke like
sisterly.
nobody could. I mean, I think we're funny, and
I laugh at
think,
you.
I think we're a catch. If you had got to live with me, it's fucking funny to me, and you too. Like we just tell each other jokes,
And sing. Sing songs.
sing songs, but yeah, probably men don't like that.
I don't care.
Me either.
I don't care. I don't care what men like. I'm done with that.
Everyone knows I had to be quiet from 10 to 10.
I can't
That's
believe
how
you
I
had
am.
a rule.
My first husband gave me rules too. I had to go to bed by 10, and then the second one.
But see, I can't believe you had rules, but you actually followed them.
I'm like a respectful wife and follow any rules, even if I'm being disrespected, and that's when I start hating you. Like I do whatever you tell me, pretty much, for the most part. And then like all this anger builds up for years. And then I'm like, remember all those rules? Here's the rule book. Bye-bye. It's been real shitty.
Yeah. Yeah. So that steak was delicious.
Yeah.
And then we flew to Austin.
We went to bed at 8 that night. So-
Like in our room, not to bed.
Well, I went to sleep at 9:30.
10.
Did I stay up later than you, or you stayed up later than me?
I don't remember.
I partied too hard the night before. I stayed up till the 4s, made it to my room, got sick. Nowhere had food. You could buy alcohol till all hours of the night. No food.
In Vegas.
I tried to get food from a pizza vending machine even. What do you know? It wouldn't take my card. So then I got another card out. Wouldn't take that card. So then I got cash out. Didn't take cash. And I was like, well, I meant to throw up tonight. And I was like, God, let me make it to my room. Made it to my room, and that's the first thing I did. And then I text one of my friends. I was like, hey, our hotel has no food. If you're coming this way, bring me food. I woke up at 7, so I was asleep for like 3 hours. Ordered a $33 sandwich from room service, and then I felt decent the next day.
Oh.
And then we partied at the pool and ate
That
that
was
steak and
nice.
passed
Oh,
out.
yeah. And then we had the most amazing. Well, we went to Stubbs in Austin, and they didn't have all I ever wanted in Austin, Texas, was a beef rib. Just one beef rib.
They're so good.
I love beef ribs.
Charred outside.
The fattiness, just it's oh. So Stubbs apparently only has pork, so we went there. We had delicious food in Austin. We walked around. We had drinks. We had shots.
Someone got shot.
Someone got shot. But here's the weird thing. We heard nothing. We're obviously in a bar. There's music. There's all these bars everywhere. Some guy tells us. And then another girl's like, oh my God, somebody got shot. All the streets were closed off on one part. We couldn't walk there.
And the guys that came in with that girl.
Uh-huh.
Sarah goes, I know that's the shooter. I was like, that's the only cute guy here is the shooter, damn it. Why do I always think the shooter's so good looking? It wasn't the shooter.
No. But here's the thing.
I think it was a bum, do you?
I don't know, but we Googled it. We never found anything in the news about it.
But the street was closed down. There was
Everything.
ambulances everywhere for like an hour almost.
For a while.
Everyone
yeah.
had to go to that one bar because everything was closed.
Yeah. Yeah. It was crazy. So there's like a shooting. And then it was just crazy. And then
That was our last night.
that was our last night. And then our last day, before we went to the airport, we went to Ironworks.
Someone finally listened to me about going back to that barbecue.
I didn't know that that's what you were talking about, but Ironworks has
So
the
fucking good.
best fucking beef ribs I've ever had in my life. They were so delicious.
Let's not date anyone unless they can make a beef rib like that.
My next person, if I do decide to
Your
date,
next better half.
my next better half, they better fucking know how to barbecue, or they better fly me to Austin, Texas often to have real authentic barbecue meat.
I just want you to know how to barbecue
I like a good tri-tip.
beef. Tri-tip, beef rib,
I like
steak.
good chicken.
I
steak.
don't love chicken that much.
I know.
I'll eat it, but unless it's fried, I don't love chicken.
Fried chicken always gives me a stomach ache. Anything fried.
I love everything fried.
Yeah, but like I like a man that can grill. Like
Let me see you grill.
not let me see your grill, let me see you grill.
Yeah, that's our new anthem.
Let me see you grill.
Don't smoke.
Yeah, grill. Yeah, I probably will never, ever, ever date a smoker
Me either.
ever again.
It's just
We were talking, I was like, God, all the trips you have to stop so they could smoke and then finish
they're all
smoking. And then if they
irritable.
don't smoke, then they're all mad. And then every time you're like at a wedding or a get together and you're sitting inside at the table by yourself because they have to go outside and smoke. Yeah, probably never be with a smoker again.
yeah. I just don't like the smell of it.
I just hate
Mostly.
having to be like, bye, bye.
But you can smoke some meat, and I'll like you. Oh, yeah, the other smoking, I'm over that.
Yeah.
I wonder what guys are saying. My next girl can't drink. She has to know how to make every side.
She can't wear too much makeup.
Yeah,
I love makeup.
me too.
I love doing my hair too.
I just feel like I look too much like my brother if I don't wear a lot of makeup. And you've confirmed it many times.
Yeah, you look like a brother.
So I don't want to look like a boy.
You don't look like a boy. Your brother looks like a girl. Is that
Don't say
better?
that.
Is that better?
He thinks he's beautiful, so yeah, don't say that. He thinks he's God's gift to women.
Oh, never mind. Yeah. Yeah, probably. Who cares what they fucking want?
Well, we want this, but who cares what they want?
Who cares? Hey, we know what we're bringing to the table. No, I think we were both good wives, though. I thought I was a good wife.
I was
I thought you were a
decent.
good wife. I didn't say perfect. I
Yeah.
said good. You weren't a bad wife. You were a good wife.
I was.
I didn't say perfect. I
Yeah.
said good.
Yeah.
Good and decent, I think, are the same, but I think decent's kind of discounting good. You were a good wife. I was a good wife.
Yeah. I did mostly whatever's expected.
Yeah.
At all times.
It's really not hard to be a good wife, was it?
No.
It
I
wasn't
actually
hard.
didn't even want to do stuff if I hadn't done like chores or made dinner.
Same here.
Like there's just certain things I was like, this is what I'm doing, and I'm not even answering unless I've done all those things.
No, I would make sure like, okay, I can watch TV, but I need to like fold the laundry, do this, have food prep, da 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 da. I would like get everything done, and then I'd be like, okay, I need to go to the grocery, I need to do that. You know what's really weird? I went to Costco today. And I was looking for just like some leggings. I never really buy clothes at Costco, but like I found like the cutest like hoodies and stuff. And I was like, oh, I should get, and I was like, oh, I don't have a man. Because I was going to look at the guy stuff, and I was like, oh, I never have to look at the guy stuff and buy something for somebody.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy? I was like, what the fuck was I thinking? Who are you?
am I?
Definitely, what? Oh. It's definitely different being a single woman, and I can't complain actually. But like, there's things that I feel like I catch myself doing. I'm like, I don't have to do that anymore.
That just popped right out.
What?
I don't know. It was like a wave.
So
Marriage was cool. Singles cool.
marriage was cool. Singles cool. It's definitely like really different though. It's different. I never thought that I would be like single. Like I always thought of my 40th, like when I turned 40, like had an idea of what it was gonna be like how I would celebrate it. I just assumed I was gonna be married forever.
I was just thinking today, the only good thing about my birthday is I know someone's gonna buy me Skittles, and I'm gonna eat German chocolate cake. That's the only thing I look forward to about my birthday.
Yeah. No, but it's just crazy. Like to me, it's just crazy. Like life is crazy, and like how we had said, like you can't plan anything anymore. It's like you have to plan things, but you really can't. You plan it, but it's like all these little weird ways to get to.
You
A
have
to
to
B.
plan it and then know that it might not
Loosely.
work out. And I tell
Loosely
Kira, I
plan
tell
it.
my kid this all the time, like, don't expect anything, because if you expect something, that's when you're always let down. Not to say like, don't date someone and be like, I expect nothing out of you, because I never, like, they still have to meet expectations.
Absolutely.
But like sometimes you'll go somewhere and be like, I thought this is gonna be so fun and I'm gonna have this and that, and then you're like, God, this was terrible. Why did I come here?
Why did I
Like just go into everything just like, yeah, I'll go, and what happens happens, you know.
Yeah, the answer is always yes, within reason. That's my new motto.
Sometimes I'll be like, should we? And she'll say that, and I'm like, but is it within reason? I'm always the voice of, is it within reason? Usually.
The answer is always yes.
Sometimes. Anyways,
We're
back.
We're back. We're back, bitches.
Yeah. Cheers.
Cheers.
Bye.
Bye.